One second.
Check it. Do you see that YouTube symbol is coming up?
Yes, sir. I can able to
No,
see.
right? Not. Oh, you can see, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'll make you host on again. Okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh, she joined already.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. I made you host, right? No? Yeah.
Yeah, I got
You are the
the.
host now. Okay. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Thanks
Yeah,
to all.
thank you, sir. Okay, good morning, team. Sir, 1 minute now. I'll share my screen. Ramesh and Swati, yesterday we have completed our task, right? Have you updated the same task in your tenants? Hello? Oh, sorry, I couldn't able to hear you clearly. So, so you need to complete it, or I mean, have you completed, or
Have
you need
to
to
actually today afternoon. I think today I shall be able to do it.
Okay.
Complete.
Okay, no problem. So if you haven't completed it, no problem. No? So by today, please complete it, because so here in that interface we have covered all the topics which I have discussed. Okay. So please complete it. If you have any interface handy, the topics which we discussed, right? So in the further, you can use the same logic to implement the new interfaces and all. So uncheck if your tenant is expiring now. So try to download the pack interfaces which you have developed. Okay, once it got expired, right, the interfaces will be gone. So you cannot able to access it again, even though if you are trying to uh, log in with the same credentials. I mean, same BTP username and password. So you cannot able to see this packages and all, and the packages and the interfaces. Okay. So if there is any important interface that you have developed, please download it and save it somewhere, so that once all the capabilities you have installed, right? So once it got expired, if you reinstall the enter BTP once again by creating the sub accounts and all, so you can upload the same interface once again, so that you can work on that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For now, we'll go into the CPI learning. Hope Swati also find if you haven't done, please complete it by today. If you are completed the task, that is fine. If you haven't done, please complete. That's it. So today, so I'm going with the mapping only. Okay, along with one converter I want to discuss today. Okay, so click on edit. I'm going to add one interface integration flow. CPI mapping. So this name I already used, so I'm going to use another name. So in the mapping, we have lot many functions. So instead of discussing everything in one single class, so I will split this one into a uh, so I will try to discuss the same concepts in different classes so that you will be aware about the mapping very well. To the edit mode. So from now onwards, I won't trigger the interface from the external system. Since you know the topic, I will try to use the timer only to run the interface from the CPI itself. Okay. So I will always use the content modifier to upload the data. So before going to that, so if you observe, right, so we know about what is receiver and what is sender. So here we covered all these three. You know, exceptions of process, when to use, and integration flow, sorry, integration process and the local integration process. Okay, so if you, the moment when you select the local integration process, right, so that start event and end event automatically pop up. Okay, and you know the end message and start message with the timer. So indirectly we covered these many topics here. Okay, so this is nothing here. So here we haven't discussed uh, uh, three topics. We discussed only one message mapping only. So today also we will cover message mapping. Okay. So here content modifier, you know. So in today's class, I will try to use this converter. So in this converters, I will try to use this XML to CSV. If possible, we will go with XML to JSON as well. Okay.
Okay.
And decoders, we haven't discussed anything here. EDI extractor also, encoder also, filter we discussed, message digest we haven't discussed, scripts, right? So we can use either Groovy script or JavaScript. So most of the developers, like CPI developers, will go with the Groovy script only. So we will try to cover this Groovy script. Okay. And XML modifier, we haven't discussed this one. So here, request reply, you know, and send, you know. Okay, yesterday Jahnavi shared her screen and using this external call palette function, she tried to send an email with the by using this palette function. Okay, so in this set we don't need to write any logics. So just drag and drop to the receiver so that you can send the data. So whatever the adapters you can able to see once you drag to the receiver, so that many adapters you can use. So for now, most of the cases we will go with the mail order. And request reply, you know, this is to get the data from the third party system or SuccessFactors S4HANA or something. Okay. This is to get the data only. So this also we used. So content enricher and poll enricher we'll discuss later. So to discuss this topic, I require the SuccessFactors system access so that I can explain this topic very well by showing the real-time system to you. So we got the access and I can able to establish the connectivity that both also have created. I can able to get the data as well. So my target is to explain all these concept with the some minimum data. Like don't want to use huge data to confuse you people. So if I try to explain the topic with the minimum data so that you will understand very clearly. Once you understand the topics, right? So we will use the success factor system and I need to explain lot many topics there. Okay, so there we will take huge amount of time. So parallelly we will do the same implementations here. Okay, the local call, this process call only we covered. So this is to call the local integration process. Hope you people remember. And the looping process call and this process we haven't discussed. So both will cover in later classes. So here we covered only router. We haven't covered a multicast and the splitters also we haven't covered. Okay, this gather join also we haven't covered. Okay. So enter this security we haven't covered. We will cover in the upcoming classes. So this is the persistent system major topic that we need to discuss. In the upcoming classes, we can discuss this as well. So this is also we haven't covered. We need to cover. So if you observe, right, I can say 30% of this course we covered. So these are the palette function which we will use in every interface. So whatever the palette function we will use in every interface that we covered. And rest of the things has their own requirements. So then only we will be using this one. Otherwise, we won't use this one. Okay. So this XSLT, so this Groovy script and so this one XSLT mappings, both are related to the coding only. Okay. If you have time to learn XSLT, go to the W3 schools and learn the basics. Okay, if you haven't covered, so I will cover that as well. If you want the clear picture of what is an XSLT, so try to go through the W3 schools and try to learn something from that. And this one, no? And Groovy script I will cover. So this is basically like Java only. Okay, only that we need to loop. So most of the cases we will set the properties here as well, and we can get the whatever the properties that we have created in the content modifiers, so that we can get into this Groovy script by using some functions and all. So even we can handle the headers as well. So if you want to create any properties using this Groovy script also, you can create it. You can reform the structures as well. So most of the cases in my company, I will go with the Groovy script only because it will be very familiar for me instead of mapping. So SAP will suggest go with the mapping only, not Groovy script. If you are familiar with the mapping, go with the mapping. Otherwise, you can handle entire thing in Groovy script. Okay, so for that you need to know. So small concepts only, not much. So how to get the body into the Groovy script? First thing that one you should know, and second one is looping. So if you are getting multiple employees like this, so how to loop each employee that you should know, and again if condition. So how to handle? So for which case you need to reform the structure. So that you should know that if conditions, how to close that if condition, how to loop it, how to close the loop, and how to set the bodies on them. Okay, that we need to cover in this year. So I will cover that as well, no worries. Okay, so for now so it is like we have completed 30% of this SAP CPI, and this success factors access also we got. So Mahesh has shared the credentials to me. If you see right on, I have. So for now I will say this one. We'll come to this one. We'll cancel this one. Go to the integration and close. Now developments. So how to establish the connectivity from success factor to CPA. So that steps also I will show you. CPA. Don't know where exactly I have developed it. Need to see. This one. This path connection. See, here I have used the success factor adapter with the connection as this one address. No, OData adapter for now I have used, and if you see authentication method as Go to SAML, wherever the and this is the credential name that I have created. This one. So to create this one, uh, don't know why I cannot able to. Okay. See, this many things I need to configure. So we'll clearly explain the steps, how exactly we can configure this and all. Okay. So I'm just giving an overview like what we are going to do in future. That's it. So in future, like so once we covered all the topics here, right, in CPI, so I will give more task to you people. Okay, so that you need to complete in 2 or 3 days. So the task is like, so whatever the activity that I already performed in my company. Okay, those are related to real time only. Okay, that you need to complete it. So that will be helpful for your interview purposes and all. So you can confidently attempt the interview once you can achieve the task which I have given. So those are related to the real time only. So we also have the success factor system. So multiple time you need to query and check the data according to the requirement. You need to develop the interface. Okay, so now we'll start our topic like mapping. So this is the same data I'm taking. So whatever the data that we uploaded into the Bceptor server, right? So that employee count as a 50. You see, so count is 50, the same employee data I'm taking. Yeah. So we hope you people know how to create the, okay, we'll ask the question like, so now we are going to discuss the mapping, right? I have this much of data in my content modifier. Okay. So I want to do the mapping. So to do the mapping, what exactly the things I require?
Source and target existing.
Yes, that is correct. And how can we prepare the source and target accessories?
Router by using router.
Sorry,
Router by using router.
see why router came into the picture now. See, so what is the question that I asked Swati here?
Yeah, how can we connect?
Not connect. So how to create? So today we are going to discuss the mapping concepts. Okay. To
Yeah.
create the mapping, I have this data. Okay. So my client wants the data in a different format. So that format I will share it to you. Okay. So for now, you know the source structure. So for this one, to do the mapping, what exactly the things we required. So I want to do the mapping here. First of all, I will select the mapping. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I will select the mapping. So the moment when I select the mapping, so what I need to do here?
Click create.
Name I have given. Okay. So I need to click on this create button. So the moment when I click on this create button, it is asking a name for this one. Okay. So I will follow the naming convention for message mapping. I will give mm_. So, so for example, I will provide the Tata as my client. Tata target data. So like that I have created. So I'm assuming Tata as my client and I'm creating the target structure as Tata client requires. Okay. So I'm creating this one. So the moment when I click on create, right? So it is asking the source message and target message. So in the source message, what exactly I need to do?
Convert XML to XSD first in the website and paste
Yes, correct. So where can we do that?
the liquid.
Yes. XML to XSD converter online. So I will use this one. Oh, I will remove this first line. So since I know my source XSD, I will, sorry, not XSD, source XML, I will copy this one and I will upload into here. So I will check box and generate the schema. Okay. So for me, it is generated. So I will copy this one, load into the notepad, save it as .xst, some name with .xst. So that I already did it. Like here, my source XST, if you open this one, no, both are same. So I will use the same here. See, the same I'm using into the source side. Okay. Add source message. So click on upload from the file system. So in the junk data, I have uploaded. And what is the file name that I have given? Source. So the moment when I click on upload, right? So I got the similar structure. How my XML is coming. Yeah. Till now you are clear, right? How to create the XST and how to upload it. And once you upload it, you just need to validate it whether it is coming in a clear structure or not. So for me, it is clear, like since I know the structure very well here, my XML. So now, so for now, I will click on OK and save it. Later, I will save this. So this much of data I'm getting. Okay, so I need to create the target mapping. For now, I will use this as my target. Mhm. So instead of EMP number, they want EMP underscore number. They want the target like this under, so whatever the data that we are getting under EMP ID, but the target required in this name. Okay, so first of all, I will change this one, employee list, and my child node is uh, employee only. I will provide this as employee. Okay, and EMP underscore first name. And last time I don't want, only first time I required. So email, username I don't want, date of birth I want, and phone number I required. Address, city, country is there. State is it is currently it is blank. For few of the employees it is blank. Uh, okay, for now, I will use. So I will print the country and zip code as well. So my requirement is if zip code is blank from the source side, I want to print some constant. Okay. And I don't want city and state here. So country and zip code is fine for me. Okay. Along with the address. So from the company, I don't want this header tag for product as well. I'm removing this product as well. I don't want company ID. Company name and when it got founded. Industry also I don't want. ID not required. Product name, price, currency, stored fields I don't. Okay, so I want the structure in this format, the target structure. So for this, I need to create the XST. So how to proceed that one?
Again, create an XSD from the XML.
Correct. I'm copying my target XST. So some chunk data I have created. So that is fine. So for this one now, so I will try to provide multiple employees. Copy paste also no problem. Generate it. Yeah. Will copy it.
Save it in local.
Yeah. So since I already created it, I'm trying to replace this one. Okay. Okay, for now, we'll see what will happen. So save as. Now dot xst. With this name I need to save and I'm selecting all types. In the desktop I'm saving. So I'm adding my target XST here. Upload from the file system. So in the desktop I have saved it and data target is the file that I have created. It is creating all as mandatory fields. So I will remove the field. So instead of that, I will go with this my chunk data target. I will add the occurrences. So instead of this behaving like the mandatory fields, so I don't want every field as a mandatory. For this, I am adding this. Uh, 1 minute. No, getting a call. So sorry, 1 minute. Sorry. Duplicate. Okay. And duplicate. I copied extra type. So now saved my Tata target. So I'm trying to upload the same again. Yes, I forgot to create unbound for this one. Sorry. With the entire. Yeah, my all errors gone. So there is no such mandatory field from to the my target. Okay. I'm connecting my headers to the header. So how many employees that we will get from the source side, that many employees I'm creating in the target side. Okay. So to that employee ID, I'm connecting it to employee number and first name to the EMP first name and email to the email. So date of birth. So currently we are getting the. So I will close this one. Not required. So currently I'm getting the date of birth in this format. So date, month, year format, right? So but my client doesn't want the date in this format. They want in different format. Okay. So for now, what I will do now. So date of birth, I will connect it to date of birth. Okay. So I will you drag this one. So the moment when you drag this to upright, so you have these many functions in it. Arithmetic, Boolean, constant, conversions, date, node functions, statistics, and text. Okay. So for now, since we are dealing with the date of birth, right, which is a data type as date. So for that, I will click on this date. So my requirement is to convert the data in one format to another format. So currently they are sending the data in this format. So date slash month slash year. So in this format they are sending, but my client required the data in different format. So they want, we'll try this one, year first with hyphen, month hyphen, date. Okay, this is the date we are getting in this format, and this is the date we need to format into this format. So I will use date trans here. Okay. So the moment when I click on this date trans, right? So this one is our input in date format. Out date format is how we want to convert this into your output. How you want the date into your output. Okay. So in which structure we are getting? Date, month, year, right? For now, I will copy this one, what exactly that SAP has given to me. I will paste it to here. So if you observe, right, year and month date in small letters, whereas month in capital letters. We need to update the same. Okay. So what we will do now? So date in small letters, we'll remove date slash month you are getting in caps and later year in small letters. So this is how we are getting the data, right? So I will copy and I will upload here. Okay, this is how the date you are getting and how you want the structure. The target structure should be small wise or hyphen you required. Again month in caps, again date in small letters. So with hyphen you required. You converted it. So I'm going to delete this connection. I'm connecting it to date here. And this connection I'm connecting it to date of birth. So you are clear, right? How we got this one? So I'm saving one file. So here only we can simulate the data. So in the gem data, emp test mapping.xml. Okay. So this date trans you understood, right? So we are getting the data in one format and we are converting the date into a different format. So the connection you are aware, like how to do this, how to delete the connection and how to connect the source data to this function and target to this function. Okay. This is my target field and this is my source field. Okay. For now, what I will do now. So rest of the things will connect later. For now, we'll complete this one. So I have created one XML with one employee data so that we can view the data clearly in the simulation itself. So how to do the simulation here? So here, the moment when you can see here, right, test input file. So I will upload my test XML into here. Okay, this is the file that I have created, EMP test mapping. We'll open it. And I will click on this simulate. Okay, I have uploaded my file here and just click on this simulate. So we'll see if there is any errors will come up. So if you observe, this is the file that I have uploaded. So currently test output is blank since we haven't simulated it. We need to click on test, then only we can able to see the target structure. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this test now. So we can simulate our mappings here itself instead of running the interface again and again. So for that, you should have the source structure so that we can simulate the data clearly. So currently mapping testing in progress. So we can view the data once it is completed. See, for now I uploaded only single employee data, which is employee number. It is updated as 1. So currently that we have EMP ID is the field. From the source side, we have mapped my target field called EMP number and the data is correct. And EMP first name is my target field. For that, I have connected first name from the source. Some name, it is correct. Okay. And email is also correct. So for the date of birth, right? So you are getting the date in this structure and finally we converted into year, month, date format. Okay. So you are getting the date in this format and converted into this format using one date trans mapping functions. So we haven't implemented any logic here. We just use the mapping function which is already created, okay, which is already available in our mapping. Okay. So hope you are clear with this. Uh, so how to create one file for single employee. Okay. Don't forget to add the headers with one employee. Okay. That should be like the source XST. I mean source XML. We need to upload the source XML, not the target. Okay. Some people will create the target XML and try to upload the data. So it won't work. It will throw an error. Okay. Try to create the XML for the source side. Okay. Whatever the data that you are getting from the source that we are converting into different format using some mapping functions and all. So for that, we need to use the source XML only, not the target XML. The general mistake that people will do that I'm telling you people don't do the same mistake again. Try to create one source XML and upload it into mapping so that you can view the data clearly. So the better way of doing is try to create a single employee data. For that you can view the data clearly. So if I upload the entire like 50 employees data, so validating 50 employees here is will be tough. So instead of that, we can update the logic for single employee. If it is the mapping function is working fine, then we can proceed with the different conditions on them. Okay. So if you are unfamiliar, so I'm trying to explain the same concept again here. So just just drag and drop. So once you drag and drop, so currently I'm getting the date in this one format. I'm trying to convert in this format. So just need to copy the like this copy these names and upload the same names. So we cannot upload the YY as capital letters and DD as capital letters. May not accept. Okay. So if you check from your end as well. And so the simulation how you can do is, so the moment when you select the any fields, right? For that field, if you want to do the simulation, click on this button, create one employee data. Currently I have created this data, open it and click on this simulate and click on this test. Okay. So this is how you need to do the simulation. Don't confuse here. So you got the data. So for now, my mapping date of birth is working fine. Okay. So for few of the employees, I could see zip code as blank. If it is blank, I don't want to print the zip code. Sorry, if it is blank, I want to print the some constant zip code. Else I want to print the whatever the zip code that I am getting from the source XST. Okay. So for zip code, I will write the logic here. So I'm connecting my zip code to zip code. Okay. So what is the condition my client has given to us?
Check whether it is an empty or not.
Correct. So first we need to check whether it is empty or not. So I will use directly constant here in order to check whether it is empty or not. I will remove this one. So it is like empty now. So condition is like first we need to check this field is blank or not. So with the if condition, we can check this one. So I will use if condition here. If this field is blank, what we need to send? Again, one constant value we need to send. So for now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will send as the output if the zip code is blank. Otherwise, whatever the zip code that I am getting, that I will print. So I will use another mapping function called equal here. Equal string. It is like, so currently zip code. So it holds the value. This is from the source. Okay, if you see the context here, I will click on this one. If you see my XPath, right, this is the source XPath, right? employee data slash employee is my source X path. So in this source, we are getting the data. If it is blank or not, we will decide here itself. So for now, so I will connect it to string 1 and blank to the string 2. And this equal to, I'm connecting to the condition. If it is true, I'm sending this value. Sorry. So if it is false, I'm sending the value of zip code. If it is true, if zip code is blank, if it is true, I'm sending it the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as an output. So, okay, the target field I have connected to here. I don't know whether it will work or not. Okay. Since I have the zip code as blank for now, in my test EMP test mapping, okay, I will upload the same file once again and simulate this one. So we need to simulate it multiple times until our condition satisfies. Okay. Click on simulate. We'll see what is the output that we will get. So mapping is like drag and drop only. Whatever the function is SAP already given us to use, we need to use them very clearly. So currently my test XML has zip code as blank, don't have any value in it. So what is the expected output?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it should print it. Don't know whether it will print or not. We'll see. See, currently my zip code is blank. That is the reason it is printed as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My condition satisfied. And I need to check positive case as well, right? What if my zip code is available? So for now, I will create the data inside my zip code saying that 51500. Some code I have given, Control B, and I'm saving my. Okay, I have saved this EMP test mapping.xml. So what is the expected output now? I have the zip code in my file. So what is the expected output now?
515001.
Correct. Simulate it, test it. See, 515001 came. Okay. So we have validated both the conditions here using one function called if equal to constant. If you observe, we covered 3 mapping functions here. And in the date of birth, we have covered 1. Today, we almost covered 4 mapping functions. Okay. You are clear, right? What is an if? So to the condition we are assigning equal to. So this condition is checking whether these two values are equal or not. If it is equal, what we are sending? If it is blank, we are sending true. True in the sense currently this value will be populated. If it is not true, that means it is false. It's false what we have connected. The source, what is the data that we are getting from the source XML that we are populating it to the false. That means it is not blank. If it is not blank, we are populating the same value to the target field. So that is the logic that we have developed here. For you people, I am doing like this. So if you want the screenshot of this one, better you take it for your references. Yeah. However, you have the class, but you can take. So don't try to copy paste the same logic. So try to create your own if conditions and try to simulate the data. So here we can do one more thing. So I will click on this one equals to on display queue. So in order to check the data validations clearly. See, currently I'm getting this 515001 and in the equal to input 2. See, this is, if you see input 1, this one, in 1. So we are simulating the, we are queuing this one, like what exactly happened here. So the moment when I upload my test XML into this mapping, and we can view what exactly this has happened. Like it is like debugging only. Okay. So this is the context change. We'll come to the topics more. So for now, I don't want to confuse you people. This is a simple mapping only. Okay. So currently I'm getting this value 515001. So in the equals to as it's always blank since we are passing the blank value every time. Okay. So in the output equals to, it is giving the false. So why false? So it is checking equal or not. Currently in the input one, we are getting the value, right? So in the input two, it is not blank. That is the reason it is giving us false as an output. So what is the false? False means it will send the employee ID here. I mean, sorry, employee, not this one, zip code. So I will queue this one as well. See, if it is checking. So this is the true condition. So what is for true? What we are sending? Input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and input 2 we are getting from the equal to that as false. Okay, and input 3 is my zip code from here. Since we checked with the equal to condition whether it is a blank or not, since currently it is not blank, so we are populating the 515001 as my out since I have the value in it. Okay. So this mappings and all better you do and practice by yourself. Okay, then only you will understand the concept very well. Okay, so whenever you are doing this mapping, right, try to upload the file and try to do this queues and all. So in each step, what exactly is happening? It is blank. Every step you need to do this one. Display queue. It always has the value. So it will be always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. Okay. If you don't understand also no problem. So in future we will be covering the same topics again and again. Okay. So you practice from your end as well. Don't neglect this topic. This is very important topic. In every interface we are going to use this mapping. Okay. And for now I have created zip code and so from company name I'm copying the same value to the company name. Founded and from the product side, price and currency I will print. That's it. So we'll cover the more mapping functions later. So I don't want to discuss everything in single go. So for now, I'm clicking on OK and running the interface for 50 employees to check my date function is working or not and my zip code will work or not. So I'm clicking on trace and clicking on this deploy. I'm directly going to the end. So in order to see my target structure. Then so beautify, copy it. Convert into XML. See, I'm checking whether I got all the employees or not. Ramesh, could you please? Okay. So, so I got 50 employees. So in the source side, I got 50 employees. In the target also, I'm printing 50 employees. So name, so employee number, employee name, email ID, and date of birth. If you see year, month, date in the hyphen format, we got for all the employees. There is no more slashes in my target structure. Okay, for all the employees, it worked correctly. So another logic we implemented for the zip code. So for the employee number one, so we are passing the blank. So that is the reason it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I open zip code, right? So for this employee, zip code is some different value because this employee holds the zip code. That is the reason we are printing the same. If the employee doesn't have the value, we are printing the 1, 2, 3, 4 as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as out. So we'll validate the data. Control F and Control V. Employee number 6 has this zip code. See, employee number 6 has this value. That is the reason in the target set we are printing the same zip code. And for this employee number 5, copy this. This name you can search clearly. Employee number 5 doesn't have zip code, should not have zip code. That is the reason we are printing 1, 2, 3, 4 as. This is one only. This is employee number 5. And this employee doesn't have zip code. See, it is blank. That is the reason we are printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as zip code. Okay, it worked for all the employees, and I got all the employees in the target structure. Okay, today I'm covering one more simple topic. So to convert the data into one structure to the another structure, I will drag this to right side bit. So we are going to use the converter. Right. Converters, yes. So now we'll convert this to XML to CSV first. So I'm using this one and connecting after the mapping. So what is the target structure of the mapping? So what is the data that I need to provide? So I need to concentrate more on the target structure. I mean, output of this mapping I need to check. So you know the output of this mapping. This is the structure, and you need to upload the XPath here. So I will copy the XPath and I will save it here. So I have given the path here. So I'm printing my CSV format with the pipe delimited. So I don't want headers. Okay, not required for now. We'll see what will happen. So I'm saving this one. So if you observe, I haven't done any logic. I just uploaded the XPath here. Click on deploy. So I'm directly going to the end in order to see my data. The body, copy. See, you got the data in this pipe delimited with CSV format. Data is converted, right? You got 50 employees. That is the reason you can able to see 50 here. These are the employee numbers. Hope you guys are clear how this data is converted from XML to CSV. Clear, right? Any questions here?
It's
Hello?
clear. It's clear.
Okay. Yeah. will close this one and I will try to add the headers now. So currently you don't know what is one, what is this name Kirby, what is this one. So what is this one? So this is the date of joining or date of birth or date of leaving or something. We don't know. So for that, we will try to add the headers from XML base, saying that, so whatever the date fields we are getting, so the same will be updated in it as the header. So we'll see whether it will work or not. Deploy this one. Like 5 years back, I guess. I don't know exactly. So 5 years back, I haven't seen this one. So earlier we used to hard code the headers, so the data will be printed correctly. So now we have this option, this one, directly going to the end and seeing the data. See, now you got the headers. Earlier you haven't received the headers if you observe. Okay, directly got the data without any headers. Now you got the data in. Okay, so copy this one and upload into the notepad. Save as. So all types, save. In real time, we will get thousands of employee data. So we cannot validate the data like this in the Notepad++. So we will use Excel. What we will do is we will upload this one. Data. So my system is old one, don't know where exactly. From text. Some data, EMP data, import. On tab delimited. Yeah. See, I'm uploading my data. So here you can validate, if you can add the filters and all, right. Hope you people know this and all. If you want filters, you can filter, and based on the filters, you can view the data on. 8 minutes. So 1 minute, no? Sorry. No. So till now you are clear, right? So how to do the mapping, how to use the mapping functions. So like if condition equal to and a constant value along with the date trans. So this four mapping function we discussed along with converter, without header and with header. So I hope you people are following and understanding the concept very clearly. So today I will create one more task. Okay, we need to work on that one. Okay.
Okay.
Mm, any questions till now? So it's not about today's class. So from the day one of our class, if you have any questions, so we can discuss.
How do they migrate uh, message mappings of previous versions, right? It's like PO, PI, PO. They have mapping, like they may have developed like this
Yeah.
mappings, right? So
Yeah.
in CPI, how would they do? Is there a tool that automatically does all these?
Currently, so people are migrating like from PAPO to CPI, right?
So in your company, they are doing it, right? You were saying something.
Yes, in our company,
Uh-huh.
so some of the clients they are using the legacy system, the PIPOs and all. So they are
Uh-huh.
converting, I mean, they are moving it to cloud now.
Uh-huh.
So they cannot implement the entire interface again. So instead of that, SAP has created some steps to follow, which
Uh-huh.
will convert their interface into a in this format, like so whatever the palette function that we are using, right?
Mm.
So that is automatically converting. For
Mm-hmm.
that, we need to follow some steps.
Mm-hmm.
Even I am not aware. So in our company, right? So during one demo session, I have seen so they have to follow some steps. So
Mm-hmm.
by agreeing some licenses and all, so you should have some specific accesses and all to do that one.
Mm-hmm.
One you need to select that is like only selecting some check boxes
Mm-hmm.
and clicking on some next only. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't work 100%. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once you migrate it to from PAPO to the CPI, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
need to test your entire flow thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once it is working fine only, we are going to upload that into the production system. So there
Mm-hmm.
might be some issues. So whatever the function that may applied in PAPO may not work in CPI. So for that, they have to figure out the alternative way how to achieve that one.
So that is going to be a huge work, right? Next 1 year.
So, so if you got the migration project, then we need to work on that one. Otherwise, so you will get mostly we are getting the latest project only. So the new projects which is handling the cloud.
New, new implementations.
Yeah, new implementations only.
Mm-hmm.
So so they
Okay.
will assign the developer who already worked on PIPO. Even I don't have any knowledge on PIPO. I am from
Mm-hmm.
web background and converted to the CPI due to some project requirements during that time. That is the reason they moved to me this CPI.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know PIPO. Even I thought of learning that PIPO, but most of the developer, like my seniors, suggested me not to learn that one. So there is no use because everyone is moving to CPI.
Mm-hmm.
So till now, even I haven't received any requirements on PIPO, but
Yeah, that's correct. Because they are going to end the support, right, in
yes, yes,
2027. So
correct.
whatever the work we are going to get is mostly of migration projects, right?
Not migration. So there are more projects on directly into the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So they are purchasing this entire CPI tenants
Mm-hmm.
and asking us to develop the interfaces from the scratch. It's not like most, so it is not like migrating from PIPO to CPI. So there are some projects.
Mm-hmm.
For that, we need to follow some steps. That's it. So it is like if you follow that step, at least 50% of the work is will be completed by SAP itself. So the rest of the 50% we need to develop by our own. So that is the information I got from my seniors as well. So every week we will be having some demos and all. So during that time we need to learn. We can learn from them. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So for now, what I suggest now, no need to concentrate on the PAPO part.
Mm-hmm.
We will mostly concentrate on the CPA part only.
Okay.
Mm, any other questions? Be familiar with the screens first. I've seen like, uh, so when to click on this white screen. So what is this references? Okay, whatever the data, this message mapping we have created, that will be available, and schemas will be available. Schemas in the sense XSTs. The type is XST, and if you have written any XSLT mappings, that will be available here in the mapping. If you write any Groovy script, that will be available here. So no need to check the entire interface if you know the references. If you know the where exactly the logic that you have written, you can directly click on that one and directly edit there itself. If you know the step where exactly that logic had logic has written, you can directly move into that and you can do the changes as well. So when to click on this white screen and when to select it. So prepare the interface in a beautiful way that so that you can understand it very clearly. So even the moment when I was learning, right? So even I used to do this the same mistake only. So like this, I will create something which doesn't have any meaning. Okay. Randomly, I'm connecting the connections and all. So if you see this one now, you cannot understand what exactly is happening. Okay. Better whenever we are designing, there itself you connect the connections very clearly so that you can understand. And the people who are supporting in for future, right? They can able to understand. So we have the option called this arrange horizontally, so which will arrange for us. But once it is arranges, right, the moment when you use the routers, multicast and use logics and all, will be sometimes it will be jumbled. Okay. So better if it is a design is small, then we can use this one. If a design is very huge, right, then better the moment when you are developing the interface, then only we will arrange the palette functions very clearly so that it will be very clear to understand by seeing itself. Okay, that is one more suggestion. And hmm, okay, that's it from my end. If you have any questions, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can close this call. And the task I will share in the group. Okay, there are no questions. Thank you so much, and we'll connect tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Oh, see you.